Well, greetings, Hotep Shalom, Assalamu alaikum to all our listening audience. We ask everyone to please share this platform of class and session this morning. And I first want to give a shout out, like Eric Teray said, to our cousin, the 9-star general of wealth builders worldwide, General Ty Best, and to all the wonderful commanders and captains and lieutenants and wealth builders worldwide, and a special thanks and gratitude to our sponsor, Eric Teray Muhammad, and to all the leadership of wealth builders worldwide. But we briefly just want to share some thoughts with you this morning. We have been a part of Wealth Builders Worldwide for a little over 2 years now, and it has been a blessing to us and our family. And in this transition, in this evolvement, in this evolving system towards freedom, we just want to say to everyone as we leave an old year and come into a new year, consider your resolution. For too long, the media has dictated your resolution. Well, what is a resolution? A resolution is a decision to do something or not to do it. Media has for too long dictated your resolutions that really, or for the most part, fall on nothing or produces nothing. Because he who gives the diameter of your knowledge prescribes the circumference of your activity. This is a new system, this is a new knowledge that will free you from the captivity that we have experienced for over 100 years if you have read what has happened on Jekyll Island. If you have not read that and have been victimized like the world has been victimized by a centralized money system, then you will need to take heed to what Wealth Builders Worldwide has blessed us with and is here to bless you with. That is a decentralized system to be able to save your wealth and your money, not only for yourself and your family, but your community and for generations to come. So we want you to consider your resolution. We want you to be able to act on it and be able to be a part of what we've been blessed with. We've been blessed with. I hesitate to say what we have experienced that has been so much of a blessing. But within the matter of weeks, we have been blessed to be paid over 400 and something times when I look at my dashboard. I know this is hard to believe and hard to understand. It's hard to get believers to believe. But I think it was just not a day or two ago when our sponsor did a stream in a class, and he said, and it was, I think, titled, "To Set at Liberty the Captive Believer." Well, we as believers, despite our philosophical persuasion, despite these so-called religions with these titles and these cultures, all of us as believers have been captive by a system that exploited us for a very, very long time when it comes to our wealth and our finances and what belongs to us as our birthright. Well, our birthright was to inherit the earth, inherit the wealth of the earth, but it's cut off by our open enemy. And that system has kept us in servitude for so long, before any of us were born. But now we have an opportunity. We're in the right place ahead of time. In the right place ahead of time. And oftentimes, knowledge comes before understanding. That's why the scriptures say, get knowledge in, for it is the principal thing. But listen, get knowledge, but get wisdom, but understanding is what we eventually will grow into if we act. So we need to act on what is before us. All you have to do is get a free account. Get a free account and apply yourself and free yourself. Harriet Tubman tried to free many slaves that were on the plantation, and a lot of them didn't want to leave. That same experience is happening today with modern equipment and modern technology. We are often in these wonderful leadership and wealth builders worldwide every day, 2 or 3 times a day, and even more, are constantly streaming to you over the network, over the internet, to get you to see and to understand that you have an opportunity to free yourself from what is falling right before your eyes. So we give you that opportunity, and I'm going to slow down a little bit, and I'm going to move to the strongest piece on the chessboard, which is my queen, and allow her to share some words with you all with what we're trying to get over to you. But brothers and sisters, this is an opportunity that you do not want to miss. This is an opportunity that will bring blessings to you that believe what you have experienced, that if you have experienced anything at all that has been of good in the past year of 2020, that will make 2020 look like child's play if you step into or across into a new system. Freedom is an evolving thing. And we have been evolving with freedom for some time. And oftentimes, freedom is facilitated with those things that will get you to the other side. You can free yourself by using this tool to get to the other side of something that had power over you for too long. So with that, let me let my wife come to the platform and just share a few words with you about what we're talking about with GS Partners. That's Gold Standard Bank, GS Partners, and what it will offer to you. But she has helped many people in helping us to build our team with Wealth Builders Worldwide. With Team Believe, we bring power. That is the power, people organizing, working together for economical rebirth. And we are the mustard seed of Wealth Builders Worldwide. With that, hear from my wife, Janetta Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Greetings. I would just like to piggyback off what my husband had stated in listening to the Reverend speaking. It is my belief that every human desires the pursuit of happiness. And true happiness is very valuable when you understand what happiness is. I also believe that it is within our own power to point to the way of happiness. And I believe we as humans have a common thread. And that common thread is for all of us to have a fair dealings in life, at least an opportunity, whereas we can sustain ourselves, sustain our family, and live in a free, happy community within our own environment. And as we go forth into a new year, we know 2020 has been a very trying time for many of us, I should say all of us, which has forced us to do a lot of reflection within. We all were forced to turn within, and we all have had some very challenging times within this last year. And I'm sure we all are looking for a better way of life, a way that we can improve the quality of life. And oftentimes we wonder, what is it that we may have to improve to make that happen? And for myself, my family, and those who, I've been working with and assisting and communicating together, we've come to the realization that there has to be something better. There must be something better. And the common thread that we have come to the realization of is that we now have a vehicle. And to me and to us, that vehicle is more appreciated over the period of time because we realize that that vehicle has opened the door for us to the possibility or the potentially to have a better way of life. And I must humbly say and respect that Wealth Builders Worldwide is that vehicle that has opened our eyes, that we have come to the realization that it will give us the door of opportunity to improve our lives as individuals, as a community, as a family. And too often, we spend so much time searching for a way out. But I'm here to bear witness that Wealth Builders Worldwide is that vehicle. Oftentimes, we try to do the same thing over and over and expect different results. And we all can bear witness that's insanity. But I am honored to say that Wealth Builders Worldwide has been a resource center for us. Whereas if we just follow the master plan, the map, and even attempt to do at least a third. Naturally, we would strive to do 100%, but if we just follow the map halfway, we will begin to see results that we have never anticipated. And even as my husband had stated, he said that he's been paid approximately 400 times. I'm giving him a run for his money. I've been paid approximately 300 times, not to mention our children. So I can bear witness that I'm witnessing right before my eyes the dribblings of us being compensated. And it's done based on our works, based on serving others. And the joy is not just to see the benefits that you personally receive, but see the benefits coming to those individuals who you are assisting. And it is very vital for us to do everything we can to duplicate our efforts. And duplication comes when you actually follow the map. And I must say, you take individuals such as Ty Best, his lovely wife, Valerie, Brother Mike Jacko, and his wife, because we have come from a system that's, I should say, that centralized system that we all were birthed into. We had no choice. And it's a system where people thrive off of the isms, whether it's classism, whether it's sexism. All the isms really have destroyed that mindset. Whereas we think about greed, we think about self. I'll get mine, you can get yours. Ty Best and Mike Delco and their wives, they could have easily said, I have mine, get yours. Right. But making the transition from that centralized system over to a decentralized system, we needed a guide. And we have a guide. They could have easily said, I don't have time. I'm not willing to serve other people. I'm not willing to assist people to help them to get to where I am. And there's hundreds of people, thousands of people in this case, who's looking for a new way of life. From the financial aspect is what I'm speaking. And had not it been those who have paved the way for us, I don't think the majority of us will be where we are today. Right. So we give thanks to them for their sacrifice, their example, their guidance. And it is our duty and our responsibility to keep the course and share the information. Keep it simple. Share the information. Open the doors for others to come. Right. And once they come, it is our responsibility to aid them, to assist them, to guide them the same way that we were guided. In doing so, I believe we all will have a very prosperous new year into the 2021 and beyond. And not just for us personally, we will be rewarded for generations to come. So I believe the common thread that we all have as humans, we all desire the pursuit of happiness. And I believe that GS Partners, by way of Wealth Builders Worldwide, is giving us that opportunity that we would at least have a chance to initiate the journey. It just depends on how much we want it. And I do believe, as Ty Best always says, is very vital. Define your why. Your why may be different from my why. But I believe once we understand our why, it will activate the creative force within each of us for us to clearly define what it is that we desire to do. And that is a very motivation factor that will allow us to go forth and accomplish what we will within our time. And it's not designed for you or me or us to even compete with the next person. Right. We can stay within the realm of our why. And that is enough for us to move mountains as individuals, as a group, and then forward to humanity. So that is just my take as we enter into a new year, looking for something better, not just for me and I, but for we and us as a people that will allow us the victory. Greetings.
Beautiful. I just want to add to that. Listen, brothers and sisters, very simple. You know, like our wonderful cousin, the 9-star general, I like to call him. And we call him the 9-star general because we heard 9 generations deep But I want to keep it very simple. We want for our brothers and sisters what we want for ourselves. See, so now look, family. Now, a lot of people under our listening ears don't know us personally, but that's okay. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and those who do know me, they can bear witness to this fact. I have never BS about nothing. I'm a no BS type person. I don't BS, you know. I'm straight up, front, and blunt in regards to things. I have never been a scammer or nothing. So I'm just telling you this very simply. We have, by the grace and blessings of a wonderful servant, our brother and sponsor, Eric Teray Muhammad. And most of you see him every day because he's streaming every day on Class in Session. And I share his stream so much, I think Facebook must shut me down at least every other day. They just shut me down again this morning as a result of sharing these streams. But he's not just blowing his breath. The 9-star general is not just blowing his breath. The wonderful commander, Mike Dalco, is not just blowing his breath. These brothers and sisters that you see streaming this thing we call Wealth Builders Worldwide, pushing GS Partners, the gold standard bank. This is not no fluke. This is the real deal. We're not liars. We have been the vanguard for you. We are witness bearers for you. And we are calling you to your financial salvation. Now, freedom is an evolving thing, and we need it on many different levels. But you definitely need finance. Well, some people say, well, money isn't everything. Well, without money isn't everything either. So you definitely need money to free yourself. You need a system, and this system that we have lived under for so long has died, and you don't know it has died. They're putting up a great front. That paper is almost completely out of here. We're moving away from paper money. We're moving away from a centralized system. Now, those who have a little bit of age on them, I'm a young brother of 64 years old. Now, I can remember we had phones that were on the wall. I can remember phone booths. You don't see them out there no more, do you? That tells you how things change. I can remember that we played our music. We played them on records that were on the plastic records that we use, and we call them 45s or 33s. And then eventually we had what we call 8-tracks, but they didn't last too long. They left too. Then we went to a cassette. Then we went to a disc. Look how things just changed technologically. Now we were on the internet. The cell phones came. The internet came, and so forth. And you think the internet is everything, but something else has arrived, and it's called the blockchain. It is the internet on steroids, and Gold Standard Bank is on the blockchain. And Wealth Builders Worldwide is the vanguard of introducing not only you, but everyone who so wished to take the choice to free themselves financially from a system that they had no control over. I can remember one time the IRS froze my bank account and took my money. There was nothing I could do about it. Why? Because they had control over it. It can't freeze this. Now, wouldn't you love to have your account where nobody can control it but you? Nobody can see your wealth but you? Nobody can send or receive your wealth but you. That is what you call decentralized savings and decentralized banking that is controlled by you. You will become your own bank. So I know you're on the fence and you're wondering, what is this thing that they're talking about? Well, don't be afraid. It's free to join. You can get a free account. You can register on a free account, and then there is a learning curve. There's a learning curve to earn. So you must learn to earn, and as you learn, you will earn in this system, because this system is not generated by paper money. It is generated by decentralized cryptocurrency that you get paid in. And if you've been watching, we get paid in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has just risen, I believe, today or yesterday or last night to $29,000. The world is going to cryptocurrency. All the major institutions are going to cryptocurrency, digital financial system. But this is the premier financial system. As you have seen, it was displayed in Times Square, and that is the Gold Standard Bank, backed by G99 Utility Coin. So we offer you our invitation to come. Sign up with someone who has offered you a free account, their link, to be invited to the Gold Standard Bank. So you can have a resolution that will put you on the path of evolving you to financial freedom that you cannot imagine. But we are already there, and we are calling you to come with us and join us as the world moves from exploitation into freedom. Come with Wealth Builders Worldwide and get your link and join us on this path of financial freedom